This video shows you how to make a steel piggy bank using a Tig welder. I'm a complete novice and this is my first Tig welding project. As such, I don't pretend to be an expert in anything. But maybe my experience will give other amateurs the courage to give it a try for themselves. This is the welder I'm using. You can see setup and review in one of my previous videos. Alright, let's get started. These are the bits that I need. I've got a piece of 65mm pipe, bit of scrap, a couple of end caps that I had to buy that fit that pipe, and I've used my plasma cutter to cut a hole out so the coins can come out the snout, which is a 25mm pipe fitting. I've cut out a couple of ears and some legs out of some pipe, and the snout nose goes on here. I'm just using a standard tungsten rod that's used for steel welding, but because I need to stick that cast pipe fitting to steel, I'm going to braze it using some silicon bronze brazing rod. Apart from a couple of practice runs on some scrap, this is my first TIG welding attempt. I found that the brazing rod runs nicely into the gap, and I didn't have any trouble really at all. While I'm not an expert and don't pretend to be, I'm happy with the result that I was able to achieve. The end caps are galvanised, so I had to grind them a bit so that I could do the brazing, and then once it's cleaned up on the wire wheel, it looks $100. I don't want perfect for this job anyway, it needs to look agricultural. Okay, I've brazed the end caps. You can see the crud that's come from heating up the gal, but once it's cleaned on the wire wheel, it looks pretty good, and I've achieved the look that I want. The silicon bronze rod is quite expensive, so I've just used ordinary steel rod, just 1/16 steel rod, to TIG the legs on. Again, I was quite surprised at how easy it was to actually do the welding. Mind you, I dunked the tungsten tip into the weld a couple of times and had to regrind. Here's the pig with his legs on. And here's the pig with his eyes welded on, just a couple of nuts, and his ears, and round the back a larger nut for his bum hole, and a bit of bent 6mm rod for his tail. I've just used the angle grinder to cut a slot for putting the coins in. Once the pig is buffed up on the wire wheel, I'm just going to give him a couple of coats of clear gloss so that he doesn't rust. I want this rough industrial look in the pig, and I want it to stay looking like this and looking nice and shiny. I ended up making 3 of these for Christmas presents. I think giving a present that you've made yourself is far better than just buying something from the shop. By the way, this is not my design. I'm a copier. I got this idea from weldingtipsandtricks.com on YouTube. Look him up, he's got some good how-to videos. I also like the videos of Chucky 2009. So give it a try for yourself. If a novice like me can do it, I'm sure you can do it as well.